Yes, welcome to Journey to Bliss. I am Miss Bliss, and tonight we have a very special guest, my teacher and mentor, Sifu Oyi Sun. Please introduce yourself.
Oh man, thank you for such a vainglorious introduction. Um, you make me think of Baba Kalindi. We were about to talk about Baba Kalindi, and right before we hit the button, and I was trained a little bit by Baba Kalindi. I had other teachers. I have a lot of teachers, and Baba Kalindi was one of them. And I made a video when I was Coach Kair on Facebook, and it was called "Do You Have a Coach or a Mentor?" And I thought it was a pretty decent video. It's still up. It's on YouTube and Facebook. And I was just talking about the differences between a coach and a mentor, but how you need to at least have somebody who can show you some wisdom, right? And my girlfriend that I was with at the time came over, and I'm just nice and snuggled up the next morning, and the phone on Facebook Messenger rings around 7:15. Now you know you don't like people calling you through Facebook. I don't. Call me,
No, I don't.
but and so you can't tell where it's at, but you know it's got a different ringtone than your phone. And I'm just like, who is calling me on Facebook this early? Oh no, you can ready to get cussed. And pick the phone up, and it's Kalindi. So I get up, answer the phone, peace. First thing out his mouth is, "Do you know what a mentor is?" It's 7:16. You talking about, do I know what a mentor is? I was like, well, probably not, because you calling this early. Now, on one side, I know the chastisement is coming, but on the other side, I got the big head because that means he watching my content.
hmm
Yo, Kalindi is watching my stuff. I was like, all right, son. All right, say less. Say less. I was like, I'll fix that. Don't worry. I'm a content creator, homeboy, and I got your attention. Let me keep going. So uh he said the word is Jegna, Jegna. That is, in Africa, there's a Jegna. He said because mentor was a real person in the Roman Empire, and the generals left their children to mentor so he could teach them the ways of the government, but it was all men and all homosexuals. So
Lord.
mentor was taking sexual privileges with the boys of the generals because
So
that
it's really J-E what?
G as in girl, N as in Nancy, A as in alphabet. Jegna. Everybody type Jegna in the chat. Jegna. Don't let nobody call you a mentor. You have wisdom. If somebody's calling you a mentor, that's the energy of a pedophile. We should never use that or say we're a mentor. So Kalindi obviously looked at himself as my teacher, and he didn't want me putting that information on that kind of energy on him. So my name is Sifu Oyi, and I am a Jegna. I
Mm.
represent I represent this, spiritual and magical realities, and I am a Condor integration master coach. I am a master astrologer. I am my mother's firstborn. So I am your favorite Taurus's favorite Taurus. I like to eat. I like money. I like girls only, to be clear. And I'm one of the luckiest men that's in America right now. I live in Bali. Right now, I'm in Winston-Salem at the Sustaining Life Wellness Center, working with another genius, Condor coach, Dr. Amsu Bay L. I'm talking about heat, pure heat. Is so. We was tonight. He's already seen like 9 clients today. He hears us talking about cordyceps. He just started going and just grabbing the pen, writing on the board about the electron donor versus the electron stealer, and how cordyceps is this and lion's mane is this.
Ooh.
Just sitting there like this right here. I'm just like, uh-huh. So um, all the things that I am, I'm also a master student. I have a knack for finding really good teachers, and yeah, that's really I can really say that. I probably could say some more, but
Diosa. Look, you got a little comment there.
who that? Somebody said Miles? Oh, Dallas.
Diosa Osune Lagoon for our ancestors.
I hey,
She's a condor, isn't she?
yeah,
Welcome. Oh, you guys are putting the word in. Did y'all spell it
Je-
right? Did y'all spell it
no,
right?
Jegna with a J. Nobody's J-E.
It's Jegge. Ain't nobody ever heard of the word, you know.
I,
Greetings, greetings, y'all.
I know. Me
Greetings is
neither.
gonna be
That's
hot and
why.
heavy tonight. Yeah.
Hey, that's why we on here to share the new stuff, cutting edge. You know what I'm saying? This is
There you
organic
go.
technology. Oh,
I thought you were saying Jedi because it kind of like I thought you was going that way, but then you said Jeddah, and you said this word is African.
100%. Like if you go to Google and type in Jegna versus mentor, if everybody just, I'm gonna type Jegna versus mentor. If you just copy and paste what I'm about to, if you just copy and paste that and put that in Google, watch what happens. Look at the first 9, 10 articles.
Mm.
People are the American Black Society of Black Psychologists use the word Jegna because one of the articles is written by the Black psychologists in America. They ain't man, jokers ain't with that because you got to look at the people that came before us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ivan Van Sertima, who Kalindi was working with him that we didn't even know about. John Henry Clark, Kalindi was working with him. Ashra Kwesi, all these cats was showing us how to dip into these resources, you know what I'm saying, and pockets. So, but they had to get their paperwork from these white institutions.
Mm.
So they brought their spirituality into their institution and they said, this is history. This is who Mentor was, buddy, because we can see him on the books. Take that.
Wow.
And we are not that since we're going to do that. And how can you tell us we can't? Because we are, if you want to say we were slaves from where? Africa. And in Africa, there was no word mentor, it was Jegna. So we're going to be Black psychologists for Black people. So we're going to be Jegna. And
Jegna.
so you're a Jegna, Miss Bliss.
Yes, I am.
You a Jegna. What? All day, every day. Now, just so happens you need to be a Jegna to be a Jedi. You definitely need to be a Jegna to be a Jedi because a Jedi, that's that Osirian clan.
Mm.
That's that Luke Skywalker.
Mm.
That's that Skywalker clan. You see what I'm
Wait a
saying?
minute. I need my wand. I need what's up? Where's my glowing? What?
And then so everybody knows that a Jedi has a lightsaber.
That's right.
But what is the lightsaber made of?
I don't know. All I know is it glows when they swing it. Oh, is it a crystal?
The Yi Ming Zhu. The heart of the lightsaber is the crystal. That's what Yoda said. The heart of the lightsaber is the crystal. What light shines in the dark? What light shines in the dark? That Yi Ming Zhu. They had it hidden right under our noses.
So many secrets.
And that's why I like tonight's topic because the Bufo loves to get in contact with the Yi Ming Zhu in you. And this is what Kalindi was passing down of using all the modalities, not just reading about it, but actually going in and experiencing it from a place of what happens when you take these crystals with you on a deep entheogenic journey.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the Condor came around and we said, oh, integration is no longer an option, because Kalindi didn't have an integration system. He just said, listen, which is the best. That is the basics. If you don't do nothing else, a person come out from doing some LSD or some MDMA or whatever, it's best to listen. if you don't know how to do a states assessment, or you don't know the oppression trap triangle and all these wonderful things. Miss Bliss is
Condors. That's condors right there. Shout out to Nasir Ali. Much love and blessings. Ms. Bliss and Sifu. Gratitude for your energy tonight. And Diosa is also a condor. I thought I recognized the name. So welcome all of you. Got quite a few condors up in here tonight. What's going on?
because it's cool to be a condor. It's
Yes,
cool to be a condor. We got to get that on a t-shirt, man. We play too much.
yes.
It's okay, don't worry. When y'all see me with my hoodie on, y'all gonna be like, it's cool to be in New York with it's cool to be a condor hoodie. A jacket.
Yes.
I'm gonna have matter of fact, I'm gonna get a jacket and put it on a jacket because I'm coming up there
Thursday, you said, right? Or Wednesday?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Mañana.
Mañana.
Gonna be in New York. Yes.
Yes, I'm going to Chinatown. I got to get some tea and some ancestor money and
You gonna
some.
do some dim sum? Do you do dim sum?
That's a dish.
Yeah.
That's like the little biscuit.
Yeah, and they have it all the dishes and everything. Yeah. When you go there, you'll see because I've never been to another Chinatown when I travel that is like the Chinatown in New York. I've been to the Chinatown in DC. Have you
Me
been to
too.
that one? It's like one little block and it's like,
And Chicago.
yeah, but nothing's like the one in New York.
Right. I've been to all of them except Toronto. The closest one to New York is San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco has a dope Chinatown,
Mm.
but it's on hills. Just imagine Canal Street and Mott Avenue on a hill.
Oof.
That's it. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and the street is a little wider, but yeah, but
Straight hill.
yeah. So yeah, what we talking about tonight, Bufo?
You talk about Kalindi. Hey,
Oh man.
Cynthia.
What up, Cynthia?
You talking about Cynthia did yeah, she's taking the medicine. So yeah, she's definitely that's why she's chiming in tonight. Yeah, welcome, Cynthia. Yes, get some information tonight. Yes, she takes the medicine. So we got some people out here who I know who, they're interested in learning more about what you have to offer and information. So yeah.
I was talking to somebody last night. My man, he got a channel called Young Black and Vegan. Y'all need to collab.
Sure.
He's out in California. You'll love him. He's 43. He's in the film industry. Are we making
a movie, Oyi? Are we gonna be making a movie?
Some movies, put some in it, not some.
We're gonna be making some movies, y'all. I already got the script.
Really, we're gonna Tyler Perry it, and we're gonna start a production company. So then we shoot our own movies. Ownership. Okay. I'm on some ownership. Right.
Okay.
And then we run the movies through the NFTs. We move the movies as NFTs. So now a person can watch the movie and then sell it to somebody else.
Mm.
You could keep the movie for 2 or 3 years and just be like, you know what, I want to sell this movie. Because the only way you can get my movie is as an NFT.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can watch a movie and then make money off of it because I had 1 million of them and I sold them for $2. So you can sell this NFT for $4 and you've doubled your money. Now the other person kept this movie because everybody was talking about it. Because all we have to do is take all these stories of what Kalindi was doing and what a lot of us have been doing since he transitioned as an ancestor and just put it into like a Marvel comic because they had so many shows on Netflix that came from those last 13 conversations that he gave us.
Yes.
And so like all of this AI stuff, he was talking about that. All of the things around crypto, what he said about XRP. Kalindi was holding a whole lot of XR. He was holding a whole lot of Ripple. Kalindi really, he was a Ripple and Bitcoin enthusiast. He knew about Ethereum, but he wasn't like tripping on no
You
like
see XRP like I think it was like $2 today or something like that.
it
Then
was
it dipped a little bit.
$3 the other day and it dipped down to 240.
Man, it moved so fast I didn't have time to watch it.
But when Kalindi transitioned on April the 10th, 2020, it was 18 cents.
Shout out to Kai. Love the way you think, Sifu.
Peace, 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 brother. I'm just observing the thing that's coming at me and saying this is how I see it, because um it's just like I said, I'm lucky to have these good teachers who shared something with me, and now I see it on Netflix. So and when you said, are we gonna make a movie, you joking, but I was like, who's greenlighting all these witchcraft shows and all these shows, all these dragons in it, and all these
Mhm.
shows with these damn, psychedelics, Nine Perfect Strangers.
Yes.
Oh, that whole thing was Kalindi's joint. What?
Yes.
Come on, man. They had some of the biggest names in Hollywood in that joint.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. And Dr. Jerry, uh, he had already told me that he had served Bufo to executives at Apple and Google.
Mm,
And he was like, in 5 years, the company's gonna be together. They don't care. They just making money off of y'all while they're separate.
yeah.
They're gonna share the same technology in the future, because when they did the Bufo, they was just like, why compete?
Mm-hmm.
So all of
Mm-hmm.
y'all set up to come into one company, one super company soon. But that's the good part about Bufo, which is only good parts about Bufo, excuse me. Unless you want to hold on to the past and you don't want to be loved, everything is cool with Bufo. But we need our cells reset. Like, everybody's talking about inner child, everybody's talking about nervous system, but nobody talking about how do you reset it? How do you reset it? And we really are not, we done got away from like what was working. That's why I say my religion is the church of what works. What was working, that's what I'm going to practice in my Bible. Okay. And it's called a book of spells. These things work when deep breathing, that keeps me looking young and fresh. You know what I'm saying? Taking a
Mm-hmm.
nice inhale to the heart and being present, blowing out the candle. These tools give me the cheat codes so I can share them with other people so they can have the cheat codes. But
Mm-hmm.
you need to hit a reset button sometimes, because we carrying so much trauma as a people that Bufo has just been in their neighborhoods, in their communities, and they wasn't saying nothing to us until Dr. Jerry went to Mike Tyson.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and then Mike Tyson, a year and a half later, made $90 million for fighting Roy Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. This is right in front of us. This, like I said, this is just me making an observation and looking at sequence of events. That's the number one song we sing in my church, though. Sequence of events is the number one song in the church of what works. I am an ordained minister too, but I ain't really done much. But I studied like an ordained minister. My church is called God First Universal Temple Healing Ministries.
Oh really? So I'm guessing if you watched that recent incident with the Christian debating Billy Carson, if you did you catch that?
I'm not a fan of Billy Carson, so I'm going to have to say no.
That's why you probably should have watched it, because this guy supposedly ripped him to shreds, like
No,
put him under
lost
the
to a,
bus.
Billy Carson lost to a Christian.
Oh, that's why I say you gotta watch it.
Stop
I
it.
when I say like, oh, pummeled him, like it was really really bad. And Billy Carson was really angry, and so his response was like outlash, like speak about the guy's wife, his relationship. And he went to the guy's house 2 o'clock in the morning to try to stop the guy from
What?
showing the video. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was crazy.
Are you
And they were
serious?
getting down, they were talking about the Bible. They were talking about the Bible. And he was I don't know what to say because I know Billy Carson has a lot of followers. So no disrespect to anyone who's following Billy Carson. I know a lot of people like him,
Do we got?
but
Hey, my question is: was the Christian? What do you think? What do you think I'm about to ask you?
what was he?
Melanated or pink toe?
I knew you was gonna ask that question. Interesting fact.
Uh-oh.
This particular guy. So Billy Carson moved to this neighborhood. You know how we like to do when we get money, we move to a better neighborhood, right?
I do. I do.
He
That's right.
moved to this neighborhood that
Okay.
did not have people that look like us, and this guy lived a couple of minutes away from him, walking distance. He became friends with this guy. He was hanging out with this guy. They were going to sports games together. Their wives were hanging out. Billy Carson had his son over there. Like, he really, I guess, let his guard down with this non-melanated person.
I gotta say
And so Billy Carson claimed, you
of contradictions.
Oh my goodness, they're going off on him. And the same guy who he claimed he was friends with did this to him. I don't know.
He bodied him.
But I don't know what. I think
Did
Billy
he
Carson
body him? Did he body him? Did he?
Christian.
Hold on, listen. This will get you off the hook so you won't get in trouble. According to what you're hearing in the streets, does it sound like he got bodied?
Yes, that's what I heard in the streets. But I don't listen to any gossip or any slander anybody's name when but that's the talk amongst the streets. I gotta watch the actual video.
Right, but you are not saying nothing. You're
not
saying anything at all.
I have so much respect.
But you are saying the streets are talking. That's why you brought it up to me, because you thought I heard, because I do have my ear to the streets. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the streets are talking.
And you saw how fast I found it, because the streets are talking. So, and the title said Billy Carson humbled by Wesley Huff.
That's his name, Wes.
So bad. It says so bad he leaves in mid-interview. Oh, now I'm going to watch that. That's going to be my dessert for the night. That's going to be dessert. You watch.
Yeah, man. I think I'm going to go back to church with all of that. I'm going to go right back to church. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, I'm here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really ready. Okay, so that's funny you say that.
They talking right now, she's like,
the streets is talking.
I have seen the title. I did watch it. Oh, Purdue, you have got to check it out. I'm telling you, because I guess just everybody has their own perspective when it comes to religion and aliens and the stuff that Billy Carson talks about. So just from your perspective and from your studies and your information, you look at the videos and you analyze it, and then we come back on. We might do a video on it, because I would love to know what your perspective is, because I don't know
next week, put me on the books. Put me on the schedule for the same time, same bat channel next week. I will watch the whole thing to do a reply on this channel. If you want to hear what we have to say about Billy Carson, be here next week. Matter of fact, it's going to be the Christmas edition.
Yes.
It's going to be the Christmas edition, because it's going to be the week before Christmas. So this is going to be the 12 Days of Christmas edition. And we're going to break this thing down for 2025.
Break it down. Look, look, we already got one coming.
Y'all better mark it on your calendar. And Cat Williams said everybody was going to get that thing this year. Ain't nobody exempt. That's how I knew you was a good person, Miss Bliss, because you didn't get caught up in nothing all year. You done made it. You done made it 12 months, and you didn't get caught up. You was bobbing and weaving.
Bobbing and weaving.
So I want to hold on, everybody. Let's all throw it up one time. Let's throw it up for Miss Bliss. Everybody put some 8s in the chat. Everybody put some 8s in the chat for Miss Bliss, keeping herself together and avoiding any type of mess this year. You know what I'm saying? She kept it with the mess. She kept it with the bliss and stayed away from the mess. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So I just want to say thank you, Miss Bliss, for staying out of all this, ridiculousness that could have went down. You know what I'm saying? You did good. Sidestep, head weave, You know what I'm saying? Got to catch the punch. You know what I'm saying? Wing Chun. Yeah.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all. All right. You got some people who's like waiting. All right. So see you soon. Yeah. Next time y'all gonna be here. Okay. Yeah. Sure did. Sure did.
Yep.
You sure did.
Told you.
Billy Carson show. Yes. Keeping it classy, not assy. Okay.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I was like, damn, Billy Carson, you and your wife be on there talking about mushrooms all the time, and y'all couldn't even handle as a white Christian. Man, I'm gonna be look. Even though I should go to bed, so I don't have to. So I don't have to. So like, if my flight is tomorrow night, but I should go to sleep. But you don't mess up the church's money, like. Or no, I can just pay. Ooh, I can just pay for internet on the plane tomorrow and watch it on the way to New York.
Yes, 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 yes. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you know who's having a ball with this? All of the Christian channels, like every Christian out there, even some ex-Christians are coming back to Christianity because of this video. Those who was like leaning towards him and changing and waking up, they're like, and they doubling back. That's wait till you see it.
I think the pastor doing Bufo. That's probably what's happening. He went over there and went to the next level. Nah, I don't Bufo will let you go into any house of God that you want to go into. Bufo goes into every house of God. It don't got no did you know that Bufo is called the God molecule?
Yes.
Did you know there's a book on Amazon called The God Molecule?
Oh, yes.
There's a book on Amazon called The God Molecule, and it's all about NN-DMT. There's a book, they call that the spirit molecule. But 5-MeO-DMT is called the God molecule. So when you think about authority, who's the governor? Who's the mayor of New York?
Eric Adams is the mayor of New York City.
And he's got a lot of power, don't he?
Yeah.
Who's the governor of New York?
Governor Hochul. She slid on in there, so she's the governor right now.
She got more power than the mayor.
Yes, so she believes.
And who is the president of the U.S.?
Well, right now it's Joe Biden, and it will be Donald Trump next month.
And Joe Biden has more authority than
all of them.
Mm-hmm. And then you got, even Joe can only stay in office for a little while. But then you got your boy Putin.
Mm.
He ain't going. I ain't leaving office.
Mm.
That's Bufo.
Oh,
that's where they at. That's that level. He playing at that level. The mayor is good. The governor is nice. The president is dope. But we're talking about I'm the ruler of this spot, and I ain't going nowhere. How about that? Or equivalent to like Shaka Zulu, like this me.
Wow.
This me.
Wow.
And we have like, even though I sometimes be joking around saying, I can't stand niggas and stuff like that, I really have a big heart for Black people. This the team I'm on this lifetime. This my jersey. So I wish the best for them, especially the women, because we ain't gonna get no unfortunately, Noble Drew Ali or Elijah Muhammad cursed us when he said a nation will never rise any higher than its woman. So I need y'all so I can get on the come up. You see what I'm saying? I need y'all to get it together. So that's why I was like, Tantra here. Ladies, y'all need some Tantra. Ladies, y'all need some yoga. Ladies, y'all need how to make some money. No, y'all need some damn Bufo.
So what? Bufo is going to loosen them up, open them up, get them ready, prepare them?
I don't know if you're ready for me to get raw on your show tonight. You ready for this section right here? You ready for some raw answers?
I'm just going to save that for Billy. But would you?
What's the number one thing a black woman is lacking right now in the state? She got her own money. She got her own place. She got businesses. She got the laws on her side. She taking girl trips. But what is the one thing that black women are lacking, and they know it because they still looking for it? What a
Some of them are lacking a companionship from a good partner. Love.
love. Look at the lips around your head. Love. Look at all the stars. Look at the color. Look at the background. Love. Before I was Oyi Sun, who was I? Kyer Love.
Mm-hmm.
Type it in. You're gonna see this shiny face. You type in Kyer Love, you're gonna see this shiny face. So love is a verb.
Mm.
And women have built up walls around their hearts to keep love out.
Mm-hmm.
So we, excuse my French, we fucked up. If the black woman's heart is not full of love, we done.
Yep.
We done. We done. We done. Because she can't be who she is with a hardened heart. So when you build a wall, you got to tear it down. And a lot of women don't want to go through the work of tearing down the walls. So they're going to these nice women's circles. Some of them are claiming to be now not even heterosexual no more. And they're saying, I don't need, that type of attention from a man, and I can get the same attention from a woman. And
now, wait a minute. Oh, you wait a minute. Hold on. We got to backtrack, okay? We got to backtrack to the history of how she got there.
And all the
she didn't
history is
start this
valid.
war.
All the history is valid, and we've been plotted on, and we've been all of that's valid. But Oyi Sun is solution oriented.
Mm-hmm. What we're gonna do now?
With all of that said, all the facts that I said and didn't say, because there's a whole lot more facts. Bufo, in my research, is the one that can tear down the wall and restore love in the black woman. Now, I said it because I seen it. I know what, because I love women. Let me qualify myself first, because somebody might be like, Adriel's talk. I really love women. Miss Bliss, stop laughing. I really love a lot of women. Some people just be talking all the time, oh, I can't be with you because you want to be community. It's because I want to see y'all win. I'm a winner. Y'all ain't, a lot of the cats you choosing, I'd be like, you can't win with that, choosing that. So I went and I learned Tantra. I learned astrology. Some people say, how'd you learn astrology? I said, a girl. What? It was the girl. I wasn't trying to solve the world's problems. It was a girl. It was 3 girls, as a matter of fact. The first one, her name was Gaia. And then the second one, her name was Letissa. You know what I'm saying? And then and then the third one was Miss Debbie, but she was too old for me. I was in my 30s. She was in her 50s. So I was like, that's too much of a gap right there. I can't go up like that. But the other ones, they were younger than me. But they were deep into astrology, and I was just licking my chops like, I'm a Taurus. I eat you up. Mm-hmm. And they was like, oh, look at that energy. They was talking that energy talk. And I was a savage, Miss Bliss. It was terrible. I'm so happy and grateful that you waited later on in your life to meet me. It's so wonderful that you never met Jazz. It's so wonderful that you don't even, just the stories. Don't worry about that. Let's just move forward. Like we said right now,
yes.
What you do right now.
Yes.
To restore love in the heart of the black woman. Because no matter how you got traumatized, when we say we got love for the heart and we can get it pumping, you ever been to the country and you try to get the pump and you pumping the handle and no water's coming out?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put a little water in to prime it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just have an overflow of water coming out. That's how Bufo does the heart. That you feel love for the first time. That's why because remember, what do they always say? God is
love.
So down here in earth, all the trauma that we've all been facing, we ain't been seeing no love.
No.
Normally we walk up like we walk around like this.
Yeah.
So if love really showed up, we would be looking at it like this.
Yeah.
But love is so
Here.
bright. Love is so bright. You'd have to. So we're
But
not even.
what we do when we really get true love, we don't even accept it because we don't recognize it. How
And
you gonna recognize something you never really truly experienced?
all I can say is, wow, 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 wow. She preaching right now. She laying it down right now. Wow, wow. Hit the organ. Wow. And then I was talking to a friend of mine today. Then what we start doing? Self-sabotage.
Yes.
Now, listen to this, how this ties back to Bufo. Miss Bliss, in your opinion, do you think that self-sabotage is harmful for the body?
I would say yes. It is
Okay.
harmful for the body.
Guess what Bufo removes from the body? The desire to do harm to yourself.
Because Bufo assists people when they are also depressed and sad.
And when you're sad, you'll try to do harm to yourself, like
Right.
unalive yourself.
Right.
Which is a mental health issue because you're not getting enough oxygen to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely hanging around the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
Your circle is too small. It's too tight with the wrong knuckleheads.
Mm-hmm.
So now we come in and breathe some fresh love into the situation, so it can reset the heart. Remember, do you number one killer of black men in America? Heart disease.
Heart disease. Yeah.
If anybody study astrology out here, what sign rules love in the zodiac? Leo. What organ does Leo rule in the body? The heart.
We got a Leo in the chat. Brother Purdue is a Leo. Oh, look at that. Rawr.
Kingly energy present, Mm-hmm. And so resetting to what we are designed to do. That's what Bufo is looking for. It's looking to be like, let me get in your breath. Because that's how we injure ourselves, by the words coming out of our mouth. Mm-hmm. We'd be talking crazy. We'd be wishing death on ourselves. Mm-hmm. Gossiping, saying stuff that's not true, wishing bad things on folks. Hey, it's all good, because in the Cosmic Dojo, I'm about to start teaching this mirror spell to my members. So, yeah. So if you try one of mine, it's gonna bounce back on you. I got a trick for that. Play with us, but this is strictly for Jedis. This is not even supposed to be in the hands. So that's why. That's how we support you. After you get the Bufo, you don't need to be walking around being naive. You need to be able to protect yourself.
Right.
Because why would you reset and then go back and get in a dirty in the pit with the pigs again?
Tell them you do all of that work, and then you go right back into that same cycle, that same environment, just trying to trigger you and send you back after you did all of that work. You're supposed to be moving forward.
Fan myself. Y'all hear Deaconess? Y'all hear the lady of the church up there? Y'all hear the lady of the church up there? Wow. And so what I have seen, and this started in Kalindi's basement. I did Bufo in May, and then I came back in August, and I was Dr. Jerry's assistant. And it was 80 to 90% black women, because Kalindi wanted black people to get Bufo and be able to pay less than $1,000 for it, because that's what Dr. Jerry was charging in the other community. So Kalindi had him down to like $250, and the house was packed. You know what I'm saying? It was packed like JJ's Rib Shack on Campbellton Road. It was packed.
Mm-hmm.
And but it was a lot of black women coming down. And at the very beginning of it, I didn't know the pre-integration skills. This is all pre-Condor. It's all pre-Condor here. So I don't know. I'm just doing what the master is doing. So I don't even know myself. I'm just watching a doctor. He's a gynecologist, so I know he know what he's doing. We getting them in and out. And so a lot of the women would scream, "Make it stop."
Mm.
And I would look at Dr. Jerry and I'd be like, well, hey man, do something. She's in trouble. He was just like, nope, just watch. Just watch. Just watch just watch what takes place. Because in 25 minutes it's over. You done seen everything.
Yeah, it's
You know
short.
what
It's
I'm
very
saying?
short.
It's not very short.
I mean, it's not as long as mushrooms.
Say that. Say
Yeah,
that.
it's not as long as
Say that.
mushrooms.
Say that. Because the person on the inside don't know how long it was. They don't know where they've been.
This is true.
There's no clock on the inside. We'll tell you that. We know how long you were gone. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So don't turn over and ask me how long you were gone. Because I'm gonna say it don't matter. It don't matter. Tell me about what was happening while you was out there. Focus on the right thing, player.
So what do people, because Mike Tyson speaks about it all the time. So what do you hear people tell you to report when they go in? Like, what are they coming back saying? They saw God, or they saw the demons or the devils, like what?
What they're coming back and telling me is they have felt a sense of love that they've never ever felt before. They're feeling a sense of forgiveness that they've never ever felt before. They're feeling a lightness about their life that they've never ever felt before.
Yep.
That's what they ain't seeing no demons. They ain't seeing no angels.
Love.
They coming back. They coming back. They not no fighters no more. When they came in there, they thought they was gonna be a fighter. But as we say, Bufo is undefeated. 269-0. Don't come in there talking about I'm going to be in control. Tell me what's going to happen. I'm expecting this. I'm about to set my intentions. You ain't going to listen. I want you to I want you to do is relax. I want you to do no. I ain't asked you to set no intentions, but everyone else says I need to set my. Listen.
Just go with the flow. Let it go.
Just listen. Just first off, empty your cup, okay? Because you can receive. But right now you got too much in your cup. Got too much in your cup, and you just relax, homie. You know what I'm saying? Fall back just a little bit, and just trust us on what we're doing. And just can you inhale for 8 seconds, and can you hold it for 8 seconds? That's all I need. Not no short puffs, not no coughing, not no microdosing, not know what my intuition said. Like, to me, let me talk about just me. I am a scientist. And so I'm going to measure the things out. And I'm also a shaman. So on the other side, after I use the science to launch, I'm going to use the shaman to navigate. Let me say this again. The scientist is going to launch you right. A lot of people out here been abusing Bufo, high dose mushrooms, claiming they doing it because they was listening to Kalindi, and they are liars. Kalindi was never telling nobody to be careless. A lot of people out here think that the only thing they can do is take high dose of mushrooms, and now that's me doing the work. Because Kalindi used to use that term a lot, doing the work. And Acacia picked it up, and she started making it popular, doing the work. And now other people think that doing the work only is doing the mushrooms. But it's the integration after the mushrooms, after the Bufo, after the LSD, after the mollies, after the MDMA, after the divorce, after the orgasm, after the breakup, after the domestic violence. That's the work.
Preach. Hallelujah. Yes.
So don't talk to me talking about I took 15, 20, 30, 40 grams of mushrooms and I did the work. No, that was that night. That was the ceremony. Bufo that I'm talking about is going to be the ceremony, and then we're going to put you to work. How long you gonna be at work? Afterwards. How long is afterwards, Miss Bliss? Afterwards. Erica Badu hit it one time. On and on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping on the break of dawn.
Mm-hmm.
The universe was humming the last time I checked. If you be quiet, shh,
You can hear it.
it's still humming. Now,
Mm-hmm.
is you coming along or not? And so Bufo is going to hum with the universe, and it's going to really show you the speed of things. Because you're on Earth and you think that you're motionless, but you're really moving a lot faster than you think. That's why your waking consciousness is really your illusion. I don't got no money, that's an illusion. I'm rich, that's an illusion. Nobody loves me, illusion.
Mm-hmm.
I love everyone, illusion. I'm white, illusion. I'm black, illusion. Once you go into that other realm, that's reality. That's what REA is for. Realm, reality. This is an illusion over here. This is the matrix we live in for training purposes. This is like flight simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just got shot. A teenager just got shot in Winston-Salem chasing somebody and then got shot in the parking lot. Tonight. I'm in the wellness center with Dr. Amsu, one of the best to ever do it. And then all of a sudden we get news somebody got shot at the high school.
Wow.
What y'all doing? Where's your mama? She need to get over here right now. Where your mama and daddy at? Get your ass over here and get some love in your heart so you can explain it to your child.
Mm-hmm. There is a serious lack of love in our community. Serious.
And Miss Bliss will tell y'all, I do not like adults. It's only a few of you. Like, the fastest way for me to like you is you become a Condor coach. Then you can be like my friend. But if you're not a Condor, you're not a mycologist, you don't study astrology, and you grown, I don't like you. You ain't got no altar in your house. I'm here for the kids, okay? So the only reason I'm over here on Miss Bliss channel is because you got kids. I know you got some adults watching that's got kids.
Mm-hmm.
My message is for them through you with your knucklehead self, okay? Because I'm a knucklehead. So this is a program for you adults who want to see different from the children that you're around. So what I'd love to affect 100 million children, but we can start with 10,000. We can start with 100. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how mycology works. The mycelium network spread the spores. We just spread the spores. Keep on, because now that we're in the golden age, Pluto went into Aquarius. What you think is about to happen? Come on.
Oh, now. You are right. Are we going to save that for prediction time? Breaking the cycles for our children. Exactly. It's time to break those cycles, y'all.
And front and back, brother. Front and back. For our ancestors and the children. Children is going forward. Ancestors going backwards. We the ones in here with our arms being stretched out like this right here.
Burn that ancestor money, y'all.
Don't make me dig in the crate now.
Burn that ancestor money, y'all. Y'all better get that ancestor money. Start sending that money like to your ancestors. Like
when I go to Chinatown Thursday, these women probably haven't seen my hair was shorter, but I had locks. But I was buying up so much ancestor money from Atlanta because I was the first person to sell ancestor money, black person on the internet. I was the first person to make a video around ancestor money by a black person 13 years ago. That's why, so I was going to New York buying up so much ancestor money. When I would walk in the door, the women would say Atlanta. They couldn't even speak English because they'd say, where you from? Because they're looking at my hair like, why is he in here with all this ancestor money? And he just picking it up and putting it all on putting it at the counter and just stacking it up, putting it in a duffel bag and all that. What are you doing? So I'm going back to my favorite spot and see my friends and stack up. Thank you all so much in New York who don't go over there and buy it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Shout out to two British nerds. Break the cycle of thought within the realm of stillness and use thought as an intelligence tool for balance.
Well, really, I like that he said that is we're getting into Bufo gets you into feelings. We don't need thoughts no more. We need more feelings and get you in the body. So you don't think in the body. You think in the head, which is a separate entity itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a guest house. Think of from the throat up as a guest house, and think of the main house, the ranch, as the body. The intelligence in the main kitchen, in the main family room, in the main house is in the belly. That's why they call it the abdominal brain.
So it gets you into your feeling. It also helps with sadness, helps with depression. It helps with addiction. And that's just not only drug addictions, any type of addiction you may have. People could be addicted to gambling, right? They could be addicted to sex. You could be addicted, you could be even addicted to a person. So we got all types of things that's attached to us that's causing us all types of trauma and drama in our lives. So it's definitely important for you to get these things so that you can heal. So you can start that.
And what's the youngest person that I've served was 18. And she came with her father and her mother. And the father, he was Mexican, and we were in California, and he brought them, and he let the daughter go first, and then the wife, and then it was his turn. And I told him, I said, hey, before you go in, I just want to tell you that you're the father of the year from now on.
Let me tell you something. Shout out to the brother Pernue, who will also be father of the year, who brought his two sons to Tantra. And I was just like, whoa. And he introduces them and educates them about the benefits of taking psychedelics and integration.
Give it up.
Yeah.
Eights. Drop some eights in the chat. For my man Pernue. What?
Yes.
We're gonna call that we're gonna start giving out Papa Bear awards. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Papa Bear.
Yes, that's what's up, yo. I'm telling you, that is what's up.
And so to have that type of healing, that's what I said on the Young Black and Vegan podcast last night. If I had it my way and I could make wishes, and I had if I have to work nowhere or nothing, I just like to do couples. I just like to do couples with mushrooms and Bufo for the weekend. That's it. That'd be my work. Like keep me stocked up, and let's keep the couples running through here. Like I'm telling you, I'm tempted to go find me a spot in Mexico because I know what to do. I know what to do and where to go and where to place that to myself, you know.
Oh, Have you thought about Peru or Colombia?
Because I am a more mushroom guy, and Bufo is from Mexico. They have two of the strongest entheogens from that country. So the Bufo is the strongest, and then they have these mushrooms called the landslide mushrooms in Oaxaca, where Maria Sabina was from. They're like some of the strongest mushrooms in the world.
Really? I never heard of them. The landslide?
Yes. And they grow on the side of the mountain. So when it rains and the mud be moving down, that's why they call it a landslide. So and the locals know where to go get it at. So the locals will go get them and then they'll bring them back. But the thing about these is, you know how mushrooms in America, we dehydrate them,
Right.
This is at 3,000 feet, so you can't dehydrate them. They'll lose their potency if you dry them out.
So wait, you got to take the mushrooms while they're soft like that, fresh,
Fresh is the word. And so
fresh.
you could eat them, or they put them in a blender and make you like a milkshake. And so what they do is they have them in a leaf and they wrap the leaf. So,
Hmm.
and they give you a leaf, or they give you 2 leaves, or they give you 3 leaves. So one leaf, Baba Kalindi and Jerry said, is equivalent to 7 grams. It's
Wow,
because it might be about 6 to 8 or 9 mushrooms in that joint.
that sounds like a hell of a trip.
Yo, when I got I was running late messing with Dr. Jerry, and I got up there like 10:30.
Hmm.
Got to my room. It was a cabin type room. Dude lit the fire, and well,
Hmm.
he when I got out the van, he took my bag and gave me a bag. So check it. He takes my suitcase and then hands me a plastic bag. I open the plastic bag and look down. I feel like my old days of jazz in the streets. I hand you a bag, you hand me a bag.
Right.
I hand him a bag, he hand me a bag. I open the bag and look down there. It's not 1, not 2, but 3 leaves in the bag. Three,
Wow.
3 leaves in there rolled up with a piece of bamboo sticking through to make to hold it tight. So
Right.
he leads me to my room, lights my fire for me, gives me the key and leaves. So I'm in the room with these bag of mushrooms on the side of a mountain at 11 o'clock at night. So then I open the leaves up, and I mean, they got the roots still on them. Like if anybody's ever, if you don't cut your mushrooms at the base with a
Hmm.
scalpel or some scissors, you could pull some of the substrate out or pull some of the earthing out. These jokers fresh out the ground. I'm talking about. I had to go in the
Wow.
bath. I had to go in the bathroom and wash them off, and dirt still got in my mouth, and I was like, hey,
Wait, so you took them in the room by yourself with no sitter, or I mean, or you wait?
I be going hard in the paint.
Are you serious?
I be doing things that other people. That's why I tell people, don't be like me, be better than me. That's why I say go to condor training, learn these things. Don't be out here wilding like I be
No.
wilding. I'm
Yeah.
only telling y'all for your own safety. I'm a safety advocate. Ask Miss Blue. I
Yeah.
invited her to come to the condor. What you talk about? Be safe.
Yeah. Because if I go to Mexico with you and they pull some, what is it called, sliding mountain mushrooms, and they give it to me all dirty, I'm gonna clean them off, and I'm gonna need a sitter because I'm gonna probably just like,
It's already 11:30 now. You done already took a shower. He got wood in the room for you. The fire is going. So all you're gonna do is take the mushrooms and man the fire all night. So I'm just sitting there and it's wonderful. Oh my God. What? My own fire? My own fire on all these mushrooms. Now I gotta go back and do it again because before I got to this mountain, I had done a whole lot of other entheogens messing with Dr. Jerry. It was just like back to back to back to back to back to back. So I think I would have had a better experience because I had done some LSD and some peyote like 3 days,
whoop,
4 days before, back to back.
peyote.
No.
Oh
Matter of
man.
fact, no. I had done LSD, peyote, and then yopo, and then the mushrooms, all in like 5 days. It was crazy. It was crazy.
So I've never had peyote. I would like to try it one day. It is sort of the cousin of wachuma. Am I correct?
Uh Peyote is a cactus, and Wachuma comes from a certain cactus. But
Hmm.
all cactuses are not Wachuma or peyote.
Right.
And the like the strength of the peyote is called mescaline. And that was the peyote that I had. Like the heart of the peyote is mescaline. It
Hmm.
was very, very bitter.
I know because from the book Carlos Castanego, when he speaks of Don Juan serving him the peyote, and it's like a little button, right? and he would take it, and he said it tasted horrible. But the trips that he was having I thought it was hilarious.
So right now you are channeling Kalindi because that's one of Kalindi's favorite book. Carlos Cat. He was always quoting.
Really?
What are you talking? You better go back and listen to them episodes. That Joker was always on his Carlos Castaneda.
So Carlos wrote a lot of books. Was it any particular one? Because I read all of them except for I think I got 2 more to go.
What's the most famous one?
Okay.
Don Juan or something like that.
It's oh my God, I can't even remember it. 2 British Nerds. Tell me the most famous book, because I know you got it, because we was vibing back and forth about the book. I don't know. I gotta remember, but I didn't even know Kalindi was yes, Art of the Dream. Thank you so much. Yes.
What is one of the famous books written by Carlos Castaneda?
Art of Dreaming. Because he's teaching him.
Was the author of the best.
The Teachings of Don Juan.
Oh, that's the one. That one too. I read that one too.
Recently, The Art of Dreaming and Magical Passes.
Thank you.
This is from Heart. My pleasure.
The Teachings. I read that one too. All of them are good. I didn't know Kalindi was a fan though. Okay.
He was a fan. Like, you know how niggas like Tupac? He was like in Don Juan and Carlos Castaneda. So now I have to read it or at least get it on audio because I'm out here playing. You out here done read the whole series. Got me. I got to go binge watch.
Cynthia said I'll put you onto the book. Cynthia, those books are amazing. We're gonna have to drop them in the chat again so everybody to have it. Everybody get your literature game up, get your reading on.
She using big words. She said, y'all better get y'all literature. Get y'all literature together.
Yes. I did not know. So Kalindi was a fan of him. So did he have any similar experiences, or like what is the reason for him like being a fan? It was because of the stories, or was it similar experiences? Do you know?
I need to read the book because like Kalindi was a Pisces, man. So like sometimes
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sometimes it'll sometimes they speak vague and ambiguously. Sometimes they can get to the point. Sometimes they ain't gonna give you no bunch of details. Like you've really never heard Kalindi tell you a lot about his personal trips. He'd be telling you like maybe what he could have encountered or maybe what he encountered before, but he ain't telling you about what happened this year. Like, yeah, he took 40 grams this year. He didn't come and tell nobody nothing. He didn't tell nobody nothing what he got. When he was telling the story, it was from years back. So he wasn't like shit. He did 5. I did 5 grams with him, on Baba Mudu's land in Detroit. The next day when we rode back, he wasn't on the phone telling everybody about what he did the last night or what happened to him. He kept a lot of his things personal. You know what I'm saying? And so, but he was also a projector. He was a Pisces projector. Yeah. So he would be waiting for the invitation, but he didn't even know he was a projector. He didn't even know what human design was.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But that's why Jerry put in the book, you should have a astrological reading before you do Bufo. Because you want to know what type you are. What type of person are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you designed, or how were you designed? Not what were you designed to do, but you can do whatever you want to do, including be chaotic or be righteous. Remember, that's what Jedis. Darth Vader's still a Jedi. Still using the same force that Luke Skywalker was doing. Right. Darth Vader, Dark Vader, Luke Skywalker, sky, lights, light versus darkness. That's just where we at right now. And so me particularly, I feel that the Bufo is the remedy in our community for those who are ready for Bufo. It's not for everybody. That's the other part too. We have to mention that. This isn't This isn't microdosing mushrooms. Okay, this is not. For my, I had Chief Nighthawk telling me right now, don't be making it act like it's one is better than the other. I'm not Chief Nighthawk. I'm just, I'm just saying. Big shouts out to Chief Nighthawk.
Shout out, rest in power, Chief Nighthawk.
All day. So just a ride on my Jegna, Chief Nighthawk, all of them have their particular place, even though one of them is the most powerful, doesn't mean it's the best one or it's the one for everybody. Mm-hmm. Like I know people who have had amazing evolution and never done Bufo, but their plant medicine of choice is ayahuasca or wachuma. So they all work differently. However, it's on the individual. Like all Tauruses aren't the same. All projectors aren't the same. All Leos aren't the same. All Cancers, like you got all type of components that make up who we are. And then that's if we was healed. But we ain't even healed and healthy. We got trauma in there mixed in with the different things that we are. So the astrological reading before you go into the ceremony and knowing like during the ceremony too. I'm not doing no ceremonies during no eclipse. I'm off those days.
Right.
You shouldn't either. I highly, they say, well, what should I be doing during the eclipse? We have a 2-word formula. Lay low.
Sitting quietly.
Put your belly on the floor, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't understand what that means, put your belly on the floor. That means absolutely nothing. Okay, just relax. Just relax. That's not, and because a lot of us don't know. When Dr. Jerry, he had a piece of paper that he filled out when he was observing people. That's how I started taking note. That's how I know I got 269 or 268 people, because I do mine by hand. But he had one question on there that I don't put on mine, was like, did he suspect that the person had a possession? Uh-oh. Can we keep it 1,000? I'm just asking questions first before I go down this lane.
Wow.
It's your channel. I'm just asking, Miss Bliss, is this okay for me to open this can?
Open it, because that is a relevant question when you're dealing with this.
Well, let's back up and talk about dealing with your own peoples. Sometimes your own peoples is the ones who was casting a spell for you to get the possession in the first place.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it, how sick our people are, how twisted our brothers and sisters are.
Should I be quiet now? You want me to be quiet now? What you want me to do? You want me to be quiet?
No, you speaking truth. You speak, it be our own people. You know what gets me though? Like the fact that a lot of what they're doing is low vibrational. It ain't really working the way they would like it to work. They're not the masters of this game. And a lot of this is flipping right back to them. I just sit back and watch.
Let me say this. I'm going to try to make a joke out of it. You're going to laugh, but it's going to be real. You ready? Miss Bliss, she's trying to keep a straight face now. She's like, you're not going to make me laugh. Okay, watch this. Why do you think so many Nigerians be in your DM telling you got a curse on you? It wasn't the Nigerian who put it on you. It was another American Black person.
Yep. The sickness.
Y'all keeping the Nigerians in business. The Nigerians is selling y'all spiritual cleaning kits because they know that y'all over here throwing dirty magic on people.
Yep.
Why are you keeping the Nigerians employed? Got her. Look, now she laughing. See there? Why are you keeping the Nigerians employed?
Let me tell you, I have seen people doing things like this to people's babies. People doing this because they're jealous. People doing this because they're envious. Like it's a sickness, to be honest with you. It's a mental illness when you feel that you have to stoop to that level to get something that you ain't got, you're not successful in it. So you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, and all you're doing is all of this is turning back on yourself. And then when shit hits the fan and it slaps you back in the face, everybody's like, oh, what happened? How did that happen? Because you think nobody saw you, what you was doing behind the scenes. But guess what? We see you. And when you get slapped, yeah, because Pluto is here, and we just going to be like, oh, you're going to have a split, and I'm going to have a cigar. We're going to be like this.
Can somebody put no lies told in the chat right fast? Can somebody please hurry up and put no? I want it in all caps. Can somebody put no lies told in the chat? Hurry up. Just somebody right quick. Just put no lies told, because there's really nothing else for me to say. I need all of us to sing it out. No lies told. Not
what
one.
We should be doing is working together. You know, in what I notice what our people is, we're always complaining about what the other cultures are doing to us, how we're victims and we're being abused. And I sit back and I look at all of y'all are doing this to each other. It's like crabs in a barrel. And the biggest thing for me is, so you got this one knucklehead doing all of this, and you got all of these people following and watching, co-signing the fuckery and the bullshit. And nobody even just pulls the coattail and just say, hey, chill. You know, like, no, we're not moving like this, because this is not unity. This is not growth. This is not expansion. But no, everybody just sit back. And this is why everybody going down. This is why everybody's going down. Pluto is here. Have no fear, because you're about to see, my dear, my dear. No lies told. There you go. They got the no lies told for you.
Y'all might as well put it in there ×2. Say put no lies told ×2. And she's still preaching. She still put no lies told ×2, because she's still, I done touched, look, she had to get a sip of something, just like a good reverend. She had to get a sip of something before she come back in on y'all's ass. Jeez. She just called out some folks right there. I'm so happy that I ain't in that. Boy. But this is a real life situation. We're not even throwing no shade. This stuff is, when you go to the magic store, you just stand by the cash register and watch these beginners, these newbies come in and say, I need to get a cleansing ritual. Why? Who threw something on you? Somebody threw something on you already? You just started. You was in church just a little while ago. Somebody put a spell on you? People who think like you are your people, not people who look like you. Mm-hmm. That's what I be saying. Skin folk don't make it kin folk.
Mm-hmm.
Skin folk. Yeah, that's that. I've been out of that. That's why Bali, that's why I like calling Bali home. This is my ancestral home. It don't got to be where I live now. We come back here to charge up, then go out and hit these streets out here. A little something, you know, turn ahead or something.
Yeah, at some point we got to talk about how beautiful Bali is and the wonderful things. Because when you were telling me some of the things in Bali, like the way they put out the fruit, and the way they honor their ancestors, the way they have the altars, the way the families are together, how there's the level of crime, and it's not even, I don't even know where I could compare it to.
Do you want me to make the announcement tonight? Is that what you're trying to say? You're trying to set it up so I can just make the announcement about the retreat in Bali in March? Is that what you want? You want me to announce it first on your show?
Mm-hmm.
That's what
you got a question from Nasir.
Oh, so don't say nothing about the retreat in Bali in March. Don't say nothing.
Answer Nasir's question first.
Oh. She said about meeting source love on Bufo journey versus fruit and mushrooms. It's like standing in line at the airport. That's mushrooms, and Bufo is private jet. Ain't no, you took the car right up to the jet, got out, walked on, got on the jet, took off. Mushrooms, you got to go through TSA. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the counter and check your bags. You got to stand out there in the spirit line with all the girls with the bonnets on. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that at Delta, but at Spirit, they be bonneted up. Bonnet and Spirit and Frontier, but that's only in America. We don't have that over there on our side of the world. So um that's the difference is one of them is longer, and less intense, whereas the Bufo is shorter. So on a high dose of mushrooms, you're gonna be in there for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
There's no time you're gonna be in Bufo for no 6 hours. Never.
Mm-mm.
So that won't unless you're trying to do it like 6 or 7 times in a row,
Mm.
which is possible, but that's what Jerry was saying that he does in his training facilitation. You have to take Bufo 10 times in one day.
And it could be just as intense. Another question: what if you don't remember what happened on your Bufo journey?
Excellent question. You white it out. So this is something called whiteout. And I have a beef with Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan says he likes Bufo 5-MeO DMT because it makes him forget. But
Hmm.
that's not what you want. The last thing that we say to you when when I'm facilitating is right before I light and start vaporizing the medicine, we always say, may you always remember. We want
Mhm.
you to remember everything that's about to happen to you,
Yeah.
consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, in realms here and there. We want you to remember all you can. You ain't gonna be able to, but we still hope that you get and keep as much as you can. And so, if you don't, then you probably had a lot of anxiety going on, and your dosage could have been too much. So
Mm.
we serve 100 milligrams. That's why I said you have the right to ask the person serving you, how much are you giving them? How much are you giving me? You don't go to the doctor and he give you some medicine and say, how much did you give me? He say, well, my intuition said XYZ. You don't take that medicine.
Right.
You don't get on no table about to have surgery and the person coming in with the anesthesia said, I'm gonna just use my intuition to how much gas I'm gonna give you.
That's right. What's that dosage, y'all?
You don't go
Yeah.
into the dentist office and he about to pull some teeth or do some work in your mouth and he just instinctively give you something to numb the pain. That nigga's writing it down. He know exactly what he's giving you on to the letter. He can be sued for malpractice if he don't put it on the scale. I want some IV. How much is in the IV? I bet it's written down.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get some blood. I bet you they bringing you the type that you're supposed to have, not just, I think this is some good blood. Here you go. Just take this. What did you talk about? So um, we serve 100, and if a person can't remember, they white it out. Then we bring the dosage back down. So I bring it back down to 50, right? Because really what I've seen now is anxiety. So,
Mm.
and I got around that. So I have a new technique. It's like, man, do you tell people? It don't matter. It don't because the other people doing Bufo, they ain't even watching the channel. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give them the game. What I've started doing is giving people a micro dose of Bufo
Mm-hmm.
and then come right behind with the big dose. So I do a 2100
So that's kind of like an introduction for them
to get
when you
that
get the micro.
to get past the anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Realize because most people think, oh, what if I fail? And that's a problem with Black people is we always are doing harm to ourselves thinking about failure.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it twice with you and Dr. Jerry. Yeah. Is there any way to remember or go over the notes you took? I do have anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a way to go. That's why I took the notes. What are you talking about? Were we in Detroit? Because if you said you did it twice, you must have been in Detroit. Because that's the only place I've done it with Dr. Well, no, in Atlanta. I've done it with Jerry a couple times in Atlanta and a couple of times, no, and one time in Dallas. Dr. Jerry had me all over the place. But yes, we can definitely just holler at me. Oh, we was in
Oh,
the A.
that's funny.
I was definitely taking notes. Right.
ATL.
I was definitely so I was going to see if someone in New York wanted some Bufo on Thursday. However, I'm going to get some
Let
body.
me put your contact information on here. What do you want me to put? Your email address? What do you want me to put?
That flyer,
Oh,
the
the flyer?
flyer
Okay.
I sent you, the one I sent you with the 404 number on it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah,
So they could just scan the flyer and then they're good.
they can text
Gotcha.
that number. They can text that
Yeah.
number, and so you can text if you're interested in Bufo. You just text Bufo 5MEO to this number. If there's something else that you need to talk to me about, text this number, and there we have it. This is the business line, but I do respond. It's not my personal number
Hey.
because
And
unfortunately,
curious, how long were you with Kalindi? Like how many years?
2018 to 2020, 2 years
Wow.
until right now. What you talking about? From 2019, from 2018 until today, so 6 years. I'm still with him.
Right.
You can't get rid of me like that. I talked to Kalindi that morning before he passed, so he's still in my
Really?
yeah, he's still on my shit list. I talked to him. And I was coming to. It was a Wednesday morning. I was coming to Detroit on Saturday because I was dating my girlfriend was from Detroit, and she worked at the airport. So I was coming to see her, and he was just getting out the hospital, and he had ground glass pneumonia. And
Oh,
I
my goodness.
said, I said, check this out. What happened? And it was like 11:30 that morning, and he was telling me what happened while he was in the hospital. He was telling me about how he lost a lot of mushrooms to because nobody came and checked on his stash when he was at home, and he lost like 15 tubs of mushrooms. That's like
Wow.
that's well over $20,000 worth of mushrooms. And he was like, I'm gonna just start all the way over. And then I was asking him about, was this an attack on you, and are we going to retaliate? And he was like, just come by the house when you get up here on Sunday, because if I went to Detroit and she was at work, she would just pick me up from the airport, take me to Kalindi House, and drop me off.
Right.
Because prior to what people think, the people in Detroit wasn't messing with Kalindi like that. So you go to his house, he'd be there by himself.
What?
I would think it would be slam packed crowded over there. It wasn't crowded, you know.
Interesting. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was very, very lucky. But I'm curious, George. I want to see what's happening. So and then when we started doing the podcast, those 13 podcasts, now when you go back and listen to them, it was just like, shh. Oh, I was talking to him that day. He said, come through and see me. I started interviewing Dr. Nardi at 3 o'clock. And then Dooley started calling me on Facebook Messenger at
Shout out to
3:30.
Brother Dooley.
Shouts out to Dooley. Dooley was the first person, but I ain't really know Dooley like that at the time. We was friends on Facebook, but Dooley kept calling me while I'm doing the interview. So I kept canceling the call. Then he started texting me saying, Kalindi is dead. Kalindi is dead. And I was getting angry. I was just like, that's impossible. I was like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because I just talked to Kalindi this morning at 11:30. Like, I have it on my caller ID. I was just talking to him. And so when my interview with Dr. Nardi was over at 4, I called Kalindi's telephone, and Ayana answered the phone, and she was like, it's true. You've been gone for like 30 minutes. And I was quite upset. And then she told me what happened. And then I went outside and put my belly on the ground and screamed in rage, because we had some plans that we were going to do, that when it came to Atlanta, we didn't film everything. We just filmed one conversation that we had around cryptocurrency, but we didn't film everything we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a plan in motion to move forward, or there was a plan discussed to move forward. And it didn't get to execute. And so I was just like, how could you do this? But then later, my another one of my exes, she's a medium. And so I had her come over to let me talk to Kalindi by using a medium. And that was a very interesting conversation. That was a very, very interesting. So she just channeled him down for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And Kalindi was for 3 years from 2021 from 2020 to 2023, Kalindi was holding open the Stargate.
Mm.
And he had already said before he left, by the end of 2022, if you got any superpowers, it's going to be turned on. So if you ain't trained and your superpower come on, you look like a bad guy.
Mm.
Remember, that's what Marvel Comics is about. The people who are trained are good guys, and the people who have superpowers and aren't trained, they're looked at as outcasts, as bad guys. They just don't understand their power.
Right.
Why? Because nobody loves them.
Mm.
And then they start to become what? Self-destructive.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start tearing up other people's stuff. And so now we got a whole problem because you are doing harm to yourself. So that's why I said a lot of children do harm to themselves because they see their parents doing harm to themselves.
Right.
Or they see their friends who got parents doing harm to themselves, doing harm to themselves. And they're like, well, my friends is doing it. I'm going to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I said, if we can get Black women to get on this Bufo, and I have seen Black women who have done Bufo really make major transformations
Yes.
in their healing. And see, the thing is, that's what with the Bufo, it calls a Black woman's bluff. You said you wanted some healing. What's up? You said you wanted Miss Blue. Come on now. Miss
Bliss.
sorry, Miss Bliss. All on the internet. My divine feminine. Come on, goddess girl. I'm gonna unlock this. I'm gonna unlock that. Really? I done seen some show enough champions come through and had some stuff still was unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't done zero. You ain't got to jump straight to Bufo, but if you ain't done no psychedelics, I question the deep work that you say you're doing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to see some receipts. I'm gonna need to see some receipts. I'm gonna need to see some, I mean, and if it is some breath work, it better be heavy. It better be heavy. It better be heavy. Yes.
Better be Qigong.
It better be a high level Qigong because it's some whack Qigong out here too.
Ooh, some whack Qigongs out here too.
Man, there's some whack Qigong out here because a lot of people be acting like, let me make sure I say this correctly. Let me back up. Let me get myself together. Okay. Me, when I came up training with Grandmaster Sunyata Saraswati, who is the father of modern Tantra in North America, he taught us Tantra, Qigongs, martial arts, and yoga combined together.
Hmm.
So I thought everyone who studied Tantra knew Qigong. I was sadly and repetitiously misinformed and really delusional, because when I would go places and people would say they was doing Tantra, but they didn't know no Qigongs, I was like, how are you doing Tantra? Where does this energy come from? Because as I say, just because you can project and bring somebody to an orgasm, well, with your hand, that ain't Tantra. There's more to it than that. That's sexual energy manipulation. And ain't nothing wrong with it. You manipulate Kool-Aid, you manipulate an omelet, you manipulate a smoothie, you put some moringa in your water. That's manipulation. There's nothing wrong with manipulating sexual energy. You need more orgasms. We need way more orgasms in the world.
Yes, sir.
So big shouts out to the orgasms. Give it up for the orgasms. You know, put some eights out there for the orgasms. But that's not tantra. I'm sorry. And so and where the qigongs at? For me, qigongs. Once I found out they were separate, I was wondering why did my teacher teach them together? Because tantra is a practice that needs power, and you can put more power in it if you add your qigong to it. But it's because of the trauma you black folks have, us black folks have in the States. We need something to go with it. We out here traumatized. So what is the options? You know what I'm saying? The options is like add it to the practice.
Right.
But like it's just like so many people don't come to Condor training and get like real integration training. They just want to be seen. They just want to be your weekend guru or something like that. Or they've been doing it so long, it's like an old dog. He don't want to learn no new tricks. And I'm like, that could potentially put somebody else. Dr. Amsu is a 29 years acupuncturist and still taking classes to keep update. So how you think you're gonna have to just stop studying one day? Or you ain't gonna like, I'm at the place I just only want the updates. I don't want no new stuff. The AI that I have is the best that it is the best that I can do right now for new stuff. Suksama. The word for yes. Hold on. Oh. Y'all gonna have to learn some of these Balinese words out here too. Thank you means suksama. Or suksama. Suksama is thank you.
Suksama.
Suksama. Suksama is blissful. Let me come on your show.
Suksama for coming on.
No, I ain't about to leave. I'm just saying suksama. You know what I'm saying? I just got me some nice tuna and crackers dropped off right here. So
oh, tuna and crackers. I haven't had that in a long time.
Suksama. And that's another. And when love is restored in the body, so is gratitude. People's gratitude game is weak because there ain't a lot of love. Your gratitude is powered by your love. So you know, like, is you loving or is you blocking love? All this, I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to. What you mean?
Yeah.
Love is tough. Love is tough in these streets, and you need it. It can protect you too.
Well, if you know what's so funny, for people who are blocking the love, then how do you even have the experience? You know, it's all about having the experience, and you grow from that. That's to help you to be a better person. Like everything is a life lesson.
And listen to that alarm in your background coming by right now.
As I was talking, right?
You're talking. That's Mars energy. That's that's tower energy in the tarot card. That's that pay attention to what she just said. You can still hear it. Still hear it. That's not a coincidence.
Nope. That's love, y'all.
And so, how do we enhance and magnify that? But see, some people are experiencing something that don't have love, and it might be called hell. So if you don't want love, there's something out there that you can experiment with, and it's called hell. It's the opposite of love. Because love is where God is not. And the other thing about Bufo, a lot of people don't know is, we are people of the sun. Look at that 9 ether on your wig up there. You see that? That's straight 9 ether right there, y'all. That's all day happy to be nappy. You know what I'm saying? That kitchen back there just airing out. Now I know she can lay it down and get it busy, but right now she out here with the 9. She out here pulling the antennas down from all over, right? So you got to be able to like love that in order to like pour from that. But if it's empty, you can't pour from that. So very important that this restoration of allowing love to come in. There's no shortage of love, like there ain't no shortage of money.
Right.
But if you up here with your defensive posture, love ain't gonna fight with you to get in. I tell you that.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. So with Bufo, what do you recommend for someone if they're taking it? Say they meet you this month, they're taking it for the first time. What do you recommend? They wait to see the results before they decide if they're going to take it again or when they're going to take it again?
You might decide as soon as you roll over, as soon as you finish. You might be like, you might roll over some apple juice. No, yes. You might roll over and say, I done seen the Stone Cold Killers come in there horrified. Was supposed to be the third one. They waited to the end of the day. They was the 10th one. They came in there and was scared and had to pipe it their mouth about 4 times. And then when they finally did it, and of course they screamed, make it stop. When it was over, these jokers rolled straight over and was like, can we go again? So you can go right back afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like if ain't nobody behind you, you know, like, but what is, but it's not like hitting the blunt. Like we'll see afterwards. We're going to know right away now. You're going to know whether you want some more or not. You're going to know. It ain't going to be no mystery. You're going to be super clear on, do I want some more or not, or am I good? Right. And you decide, not me. And it's really because I'm waiting for this part of the thing to stop so the journey can start. I'm ready for you to start tripping. I'm ready for you to I'm ready for you to call me the next day and tell me about what you wrote in your Condor journal. Or can you hand me that Condor journal over there? At the very end, beside the Cards of Your Destiny, all the way to the wall. Yep. With the wire bound. Yep. I'm looking for people who want this right here. That's what we're talking about.
Yes. Look at that Condor approach, y'all.
This is the 30-day one. We have a 7-day one. Big shouts out to our teachers, Ty and Cole. Ty has dreadlocks now. You know what I'm saying? Looking all fun. Take a screenshot, everybody.
Shout out to Ty and Cole.
It's cool to be a condor. Hold on one more time. Take another screenshot. Ta-da. This is Condor collaboration on y'all's ass. You know what I'm saying? This is how we roll out here. Nobody's better than the other. We help everybody. All what Cole say? All rising tide lifts all boats. But this you'll be in your journal. There's 2 entries a day. So there's a prompt in the morning and a prompt in the evening. I want to see you in your journal for 30 days after the Bufo. Then we can talk. Yeah. Then we can have some conversation because we want to get you back in your body. Get you back in your body. Back to feeling. Why you think women ain't having orgasms and men ain't having erectile dysfunction?
Oh,
we ain't got no feelings. If y'all want me to come back next week and be on here regularly, I need you to put some 8s in the room. I'm want to see the pulse right now.
You can come over here. You already promised to come over here and talk about our boy Billy. I ain't said nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm gonna just actually sit and listen. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
The person who now she done threw a rock and want to hide her hand.
I'll be like, huh? No, I don't know.
Everybody on here, if you rewind it back to the beginning, I didn't even know nothing about he got slayed and bodied. No, I was unaware that he got bodied by a Jesus Christ runner.
Yes.
Boy, I'm about to.
I don't know. I didn't watch the video myself, but I just saw like little jokes, little memes and everything. And I might not be able
to make it till tomorrow. I might not be able to make it to tomorrow watching it. I have to watch it tonight,
But
because
when you watch it, tell me if it makes any sense to you. Because I'm telling you right now, all my Christian friends, and I do have Christian friends, no judgment on anybody. Everybody's on their own journey, but they all like, hallelujah, yes. So I'm like, okay, okay. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
yeah, I'm not thrashing them, but if somebody really think they're smart and somebody came on there and humbled them, I want to hear the technique. I'm a martial artist. I want to see what the technique was. I ain't never
Well,
lost to
and
it. I ain't never lost.
supposedly he was referencing a book, and I think something about the book was not a real book or not a good book or something like that. I don't know. As opposed to referencing the Bible, I think it was something like, and it was a bunch of other stuff. Like he was, it's almost like Billy didn't do any research. I don't know. I just saw a bunch of memes. So
Well, Oyi Sun says, Billy Carson, when you steal a lot of information, it's hard for you to do research when you stole the information from Malachi York in the first place. So when you stole the information, how could you do research on stolen information? That's like saying you want the white man to do research on information that he stole. People have been stealing information from the black man. So now, you think it's like a black man can't steal from another black man?
woo, it's getting hot in here.
A black
Woo,
man take a
somebody
black
on
man,
fire.
a black man take a black man to court. A black man mess with another black man wife. Why you think a black man wouldn't steal somebody's information and knowledge and start out here talking like he the creator of Anunnaki and all that, and got pinned up and got jammed up by a pink toe? Cut it out. Cut it out. That's what you get. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? Give credit where credit is due. Don't
I
don't,
agree.
don't try to
I
go.
agree.
Billy Carson was not the first person to talk about no Anunnaki. We were talking about that 20 years ago when Billy Carson was in the streets. Okay.
I agree. Give credit where credit is due. I agree. Yeah, I'm one to always say if you get your information from somebody else, please give that person their credit. Don't, but so many of them do it.
We just gave a shout out to Ty and Cole. We ain't have to say that. We could have just been like, oh yeah, see us. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Nah, man. We
Right.
honor and respect the masters that came before us and strive to follow in their example.
Exactly.
That's the honorable thing to do, so you can keep your head when Pluto swings near.
And Pluto is swinging. Ding dong.
I'm about to go outside with my umbrella just to in case I don't see no falling heads. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh no, heads are gonna be rolling. They by the time you go out there and see Pluto, gonna have those heads rolling, and it's already started. It's already started. If you've been doing something you ain't got no business doing, and y'all know what I'm talking about, you about to get yours. So call this number because you're gonna need some help. Text 404-999-425 and start with, I ask for forgiveness and I need help with my heart.
okay, so boom, that's going to the announcement about the retreat in Bali in March. So we're gonna do a I don't know, it might be called it's probably gonna be called, right now we calling it the AOK retreat. So what do you think when you hear the words AOK, Ms. Bliss?
Everything is fine. Everything is A-okay. Everything is on the up and up. Everything is good.
And so it fills you with confidence if somebody told you, if I was like, Ms. Bliss, can I come over and like borrow your chair or your piano bench so I can play the drum or whatever? You'd be like, oh, it's A-okay. So I would be like, oh, I feel like it's safe to go over there and get the drum and then leave and go do what I had to do.
Right.
But if you be like, no, it's hot outside right now. You don't need to come over here. Don't come over here right now. That's not A-okay. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, well, I don't even feel safe. So a lot of black men don't feel safe. Unfortunately, in the search for black women wanting to feel safe, A lot of black men don't feel safe, and
Mhm.
nobody cares.
You're right.
Nobody talking about, brother, are you okay? No, because our suicide rate, we lead black men over 60 lead the suicide rate. So that
Talk
means
about it.
they've been feeling that way since their 30s.
Talk about it.
Now it's so easy for him to unalive himself after 60. The wisdom, that's how we losing the jewels. So we burying wealth. That's what Lord Jamal said. Man got the family jewels, so we burying wealth.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be living to be 120. You 60, 65, 70 checking off? Come
Mm-hmm.
on, man.
Talk about it. Last month was Men's Mental Health Month, and I don't know if anybody know, but the rate of depression has skyrocketed since I think around COVID up until now, those times. And then the ages have also expanded. You would think it's the older, but it's now kind of from, like he said, from the 30s, and even some of these college students now, depression, sadness, anxiety, fear, all of this is growing within our community. And the question is, who cares? Do you care? Does your family care? Does your friends care? Does your coworker care? Do you care about your brothers?
So in Bali, they have the Balinese New Year is the new moon in March because they want the sky to be black. And it's called the Day of Silence. Look at there. You know what I'm saying? Like the effects of seeing something like that in your own place of someone, taking their life in your own yard anytime in your lifetime, much less if you, whether you're young or old, it's still going to affect your psyche because you can't unsee what you saw.
No.
And so the Tues, wait a minute, what was I about to say before that?
In
Oh,
Bali, you were saying?
they have their new year is all about casting evil off the island. So you might got some evil on you that you just don't know how to get off of you. Why don't you go somewhere where that's all they do is get evil off of you? Because it's a lot of magic in Bali. Y'all around here playing. You won't go to Bali, start tossing those spells around. They got something for that. They
Talk about
professional.
the low level magic they doing. Talk about it. They don't know.
You ain't doing, you ain't, man, you ain't shaking no feathers, man. You ain't shaking no feathers. I seen some things that I can't unsee, and y'all ain't tough. You know what I mean? It's all good, but it builds up over time. When you see low level energy just keep going back and forth, then it just be thick low level energy.
Mm-hmm.
Layers and layers. It's still, it's just like good, it's like gunk, like plaque on the back of your teeth. You see what I'm saying? It's a build up. And so Dr. Amsu's birthday is the 20th, and I've been there. So you're silent from 6 in the morning all the way to 5:59 the next day. You cannot go outside, no driving. You have to stay in and observe silence and meditation and fasting. And the whole island does it. They close the airport, all the restaurants are closed. The grocery store the day before, the 2 days before, the line be all the way out the backside. Like everybody just buying up everything because they act like they about to get snowed in or something. It's only one day. So when they have this the night before, they have a big ceremony to call all the evil spirits. And then the next morning they cut all the lights off. So the evil spirits, like there's no light. So they leave the island. So I was thinking, since I'm gonna already be over there and Amsu's gonna be there and Nityama's gonna be there, why not just do a retreat right there with some brothers who really want to heal?
Mm-hmm.
So we were thinking like 10 people or something like, and so people can go ahead and start getting their tickets now. Because brothers got some money. because like they ain't really messing with the sisters like that. So they got money they sitting on. They got Ripple, they got XRP.
Yeah.
We'll take crypto, my boy.
So how much is a plane ticket over there? Please let some of these men know who are interested in traveling over there.
Right now, something out there. Let me see. Look at that, my man. Man, I was supposed to be doing this. Never mind. It's so hard.
While he look up the plane tickets, y'all brothers, you might want to get out there because I hear the food is wonderful, the air is great, the energy is absolutely loving and nurturing and caring, and this is what you guys need. So, and the weather, I believe, if I remember correctly, the weather is also very nice too. So
We don't know anything below 73, 70. Like we don't know anything about that. If you've been to Hawaii, we got the same weather as Hawaii.
mm.
And then like a hot day is like 90, 91. But normally around about 85, 83, 85.
Yeah.
86, something like that. My 85, that's me. I like the 90s because I get a little more sweat and I'm getting more sunlight, you know. So the plane ticket.
Yeah.
The plane ticket from, let's just do Atlanta because ATL to DPS flights, Google is DPS, man. Come on, what are you doing? There we go. Cheap flights from Atlanta to Bali. Where is my? Oh, and you also can use like Skyscanner. Oh, you got to have 6 months on your passport, though. Let's start with that first.
Ooh, so no, new passports are not going to be permitted.
No, you just got to have at least 6 months left on your passport. Your passport,
left. Okay.
Your passport cannot expire. Your passport cannot. Right.
So y'all make sure y'all renew y'all passports in time for this trip.
So we got a round trip ticket for leaving out the 25th of March, coming back on April the 1st, 1260.
Okay. Wow. That's round trip?
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then.
Yep.
How long is the flight? How many hours?
I see one it depends on, like, so there are no straight flights. You will have one or two stopovers.
Oh, that's what I was about to ask.
Out of Atlanta, I like Turkish Airlines because you get a 10-hour layover in Istanbul and you can go get a Turkish bath on your layover and then go to Bali and really flex on it.
Right. Wait, whoa, man. This sounds exciting. You trying to take all these men for their first Turkish bath? Do y'all know what a Turkish bath is? You know what that involves? Y'all.
You haven't been bathed yet if you haven't had one. You ain't felt
This is something you gotta experience.
You've had one before?
No, but I know some men who have had one and they told me. So from what they told me, it's not, I mean, you can't even imagine it. It's something that you really should experience. So
here's the crazy part. It ain't nothing sexual about it because another man is giving you a bath. Another man is giving you a bath and ain't nothing sexual about it. And it's one of the highlights of my life.
And you're gonna feel good when you're done. But not only that, in Istanbul, you get to eat some of the food that they have there, right? You get to explore the culture a little bit while you're there, waiting for your next flight.
This is where Marco Polo was crossing from Europe to Asia. Go deal with Genghis Khan. Istanbul used to be called Constantinople. So it's the only city where Asia and Europe meet, and it's a river that divides it. So when you cross the river, you're going into another continent, but you're still in the same country.
So y'all getting a 2 for 1. You getting Istanbul and you getting Bali. Come on now. Come
So
on, y'all.
that's if
Wait,
you,
and that's around tax. That's right after tax season. So ain't no excuse.
yeah,
Don't let me get in your pockets, y'all. Don't let me start pocket watching.
y'all got them. I ain't. This is for people who have the money. This is not for people who have to struggle and bring it around. And this is for people who have money. This is for people who are well off, but you need healing. Like I'm not. I'm not here to discount healing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
come to me for the best product, not the best price.
Mm-hmm.
I got the best product. I got the best service. I ain't got the best price.
Okay.
I do
So
not. I do not.
approximately $1,300 for your ticket
Yeah.
round
Now,
trip.
some of you might want to floss and be like, I'm doing first class. It might run you 2,500. I say treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. What
Hmm.
if you're 6'4"? You might want extra leg room.
How much is a Turkish bath, and do they take American dollars? They probably don't, but I just want to know.
In Turkey, hell yeah, they do. But you're gonna put it on your card. Your card, they take your card, you just swipe your card.
Oh, I only travel with my business card, OE though.
Well, they take that too.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
but if I go there, I would have to do business also, so I'll let you know.
You just take my friend out to lunch. When he take you out to lunch that night after you leave the Turkish bath, you just ask him a business question, then
Yes.
the whole thing off.
Oh, you already know. Oh, come on now. You spitting business game like this? Come
When
on.
you,
You already know.
when you excuse me, when you finish the Turkish bath and they bring you out of the where the bathing is, and they bring you back into the sitting area, you immediately are beside someone that you're about to start doing what? Networking. So
Oh.
if you just ask them what they do, y'all just had a Turkish bath, y'all wasn't speaking, but now they came out, you wrapped in this big old warm cloth. They brought 3 different teas out, some coffee, some cheeses, some crackers. You got all this little cake on there. You ain't even got dressed yet. You just got this towel on you, and you just sitting there, of course, and the person beside you just had the same experience. You're gonna be like, what's up? How was that? That's amazing. What do you do? Oh, I'm with some company. I'm in crypto. I'm such and such. Oh, well, I do such and such. Can I get your number? That's business. You just wrote the whole thing off. You just wrote
Yes,
the whole
sir.
thing off, and you just met somebody from Kuwait or Saudi Arabia or Paris or Australia or China. You just made an international plug instead of these knuckle draggers that you've been talking to.
Oh, that's the business tax write-off, just in case y'all want to know. Write it on off. Write that whole trip off on your business. Look, he trying to eat and talk.
When we get there, since Miss Bliss put it like that, I'm gonna make it so y'all can write the whole trip off as a real estate play.
Oh, don't be spitting game on my game. That's my area. That's my genre. That's my what? How you gonna
I'm,
write that? You know I gotta know.
I'm
How you
him.
gonna write that
I'm
off?
him. I'm
Let me
him.
know.
I'm him. I'm him. I'm him, Miss Bliss. I'm him. That's why I can say stuff like that. Like I'm trying to hook the brothers. You think I'm trying to hook them up with just healing through the medicine and the water temple and the massages? No,
Hook
I'm
him
trying to
up.
hook their pockets up too. What you mean?
Okay. Okay. Hook him up.
Because all I got to do is take you to see one property.
That's right. That's
I took
right.
you to see. I took you to see one property, or I brought a realtor to the villa to all of us, and he met with all of us together collectively and ran numbers. We crunched some numbers on the iPad and put it up on the 72-inch screen, and we ran some numbers of what possibly could happen if these 10 brothers put in, some change together.
Yep. There you
That's
go.
all.
That's all. He right.
And we had an architect come over who had some plans, and we just shot them up on the screen too. Is that enough to classify it as a business meeting? That's
Yes.
enough.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It
That's
is.
enough.
Yes, sir.
Even
It
with
is.
the chef making dinner too for us.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's enough. Write it on off, y'all. Write it on off. Write the whole trip. So then there's no excuse at this point. There's really no excuse. You get a wonderful opportunity. You're in a great environment. You get the massage. You get the bath. I guess you get to see Bali. You get to chill with a bunch of men, and you get to heal. You with like-minded people. You get to connect. You get to network.
And I'm gonna take y'all where the honeys is at. I know if y'all saying like you don't have to go see the honeys, but there honeys all over the island. So
no, you ain't taking these men to see no honey. They need to stay focused. No. Throw that out. We throwing that out. Oh ye. No. Because you told me about those women over there. Look, you got a look in your eyes like, Miss Bliss.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna keep them safe. I'm taking them where the safe honeys is at. They go out there by themselves, they run into the wrong honeys.
Okay.
And plus, like these brothers might not even be thinking about that. It's not a Passport Brothers getaway. No, this is actually where you're gonna come and do some work. You're gonna learn some astrology, learn some human design, take several yoga classes, get several massages. Go to the temple, go to see the high priest. How many black men need a blessing? Let's just take it. Let's just go super simple.
All of them.
How many blessings can I get you in 7 days? That's how I'm talking. How many can I get you? Can I do 14 in 7? Can I do at least 10? How many medicine men can we go see? These medicine men is not no fakes like this in their lineage. It's like it's a caste system. They granddaddy, great granddaddy, and great great granddaddy was shamans.
Wow.
You see them dressed in white. They all got the whole thing on.
Wow.
Yeah, and they be at the market. Just so it ain't like, and it's a temple on every corner. You gonna get some lemongrass splashed on you. Then you hold your hands. You have to know how to put it over your head, put it on the face. Take it again. Get your blessing. Take the flower, put it behind your ear. Pow.
Wow.
Listen here, brothers. Y'all ain't. It's time for y'all. It's time for us to get our king conversations on, so you can renew your king paperwork.
And you can even go there. You can share some business ideas. You know how sometimes when you're around people and you want to share some ideas, you want to just expand on those thoughts, and the people are like, these little prickly bugs you can't do that. Why are you going to do that? And that's a stupid idea. You're going to be in an environment with brothers when you say, oh, I want to do a movie. And they're going to say, oh, you know what? I got a script. Let's check it out. And so, oh, I got a director, or I got a designer, or I got a jury maker, and I got a play. And then this is how the environment is going to be. Not those naysayers, those haters. Oh, yeah. That's what you're talking about. That's the kind of men I like to be around. Shoot. Not that other stuff.
I'm trying to figure out why is Miss Bliss over here trying to hijack my thoughts, because I was over here about to say something, and then she just want to say it before I say it. Every retreat I do or any container that I hold, you leave on a team. And Miss Bliss can attest to this. I took 35 people to Austin, Texas, added another 30, and then put them on 4 different teams. So you're going to leave with the support network. That's what I'm doing. That's what's so different. Instead of coming, experiencing something, and then going back, you still trying to do it by yourself. You're going to get into the collaboration before we leave. We're going to heal the first half, and then we're going to do some business and mastermind in the second half.
That's right.
We write that off for. You know what I'm saying? Then now y'all mess around, we can fly over to Thailand right quick after it's over.
Oh my God.
Before y'all go back to the States, if you're really feeling the thing. We could make it where we do Bali for a week and Thailand for a week.
If you feeling froggy and you want to leap, then y'all go ahead and leap on to Thailand. Keep it moving. That's right.
What we probably do is Bali first and then do Thailand if somebody want to get that as an extra package. Because maybe only 3 people want to go to Thailand. Okay, no problem. But maybe all 10 want to go to Thailand.
Mm.
And when we go to Thailand, we're going up to the tea farm and drink some exclusive tea, some more healing for you black brothers.
Wow.
Let's get it popping. And I just called her too because I'm running out of tea. That's why I said I'm coming to New York. I'm gonna be in Chinatown Thursday to pick up some tea from somewhere.
All right, now we gotta get ready, get off here. We've been on here for like 2 hours, man.
What was your favorite part of the show tonight?
Everything, because everything, everything. I love to talk about business. I love to talk about psychedelics. I love to talk about our people. I love to talk about healing. Everything.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show one night to really test your audience, Miss Bliss.
Okay.
We're gonna come over here and just talk about money and see who get upset.
Ooh, no, you can't talk about no money now. You know you ain't supposed to be talking about no money. Come on now.
2025, y'all niggas don't want to talk about no money yet. Y'all joking. But anyway,
no crypto talking, no currency, no money, no gold, no silver, no.
See y'all next week. Matter of fact, we just decided we're doing Billy Carson and crypto next week.
All right.
We're doing the CCs next week. We're going to talk about Carson and crypto.
Carson and okay.
For Christmas. Carson and crypto for Christmas.
Carson and crypto for Christmas for all you Christians. Okay.
Let Miss Blue go. She got all week to make a flyer now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to say thank you, Sifu Oyi Sun. I am grateful. Thank you, everyone, for being on the show tonight. Take your time, watch it, and make sure y'all hear when we talk about the other C's.
And make sure you subscribe and make sure you share this.
Yes.
Because we need to get this video over 2,000. This video need to get to 3,000 because Miss Blue's top video right now is 2,000. So I need this to get to 3,000. So let's get it popping. I'm over here stat watching. I'm over here pocket watching. So let's get some subscribers out here and let's make this thing pop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And y'all see the numbers, so y'all text. Y'all get ready for that trip in March. Have a good night, y'all. Love y'all.